Let's go across the pond now to Julia McFarland in the London Bureau for the latest international news. Julia, good morning. Let's start with Afghanistan, still reeling after the attack yesterday that killed at least 6. But now there's some hope for peace.
Morning, guys. Yes, that's right. Afghanistan, as you say, still reeling after that horrific bombing attack yesterday, a rush hour attack that left 6 dead, more than 100 wounded, and children among the casualties. But could be some hope on the horizon. The U.S. peace envoy has announced that there will be a 7th round of talks with the Taliban in Qatar. Now, these talks are going to be co-hosted, co-sponsored by the Germans, and it's hoped that this may cover some kind of peace settlement that would involve the U.S. withdrawing its troops from Afghanistan in exchange for the Taliban halting its attacks. The Taliban did claim responsibility for that horrific attack in central Kabul yesterday. But what is interesting about the talks is that the Afghan government will have no participation, the Taliban refusing to speak with any official members of the Afghan government. They are happy, however, to talk to any other Afghans who are not involved in an official capacity with the current government. Even former President Hamid Karzai, they've been meeting with him recently.
And Julia, moving on to Hong Kong, where massive protests turned violent yesterday as police clashed with demonstrators. We've been seeing this for weeks. How are things looking there today?
Yes, that's right. Last night, some really stunning images of protesters smashing glass, smashing barricades into the legislative building in Hong Kong, making their way inside, even to occupy the chambers within. They left graffiti on the walls. They painted Chinese Communist Party symbols and slogans inside the legislature to indicate that the Hong Kong executive is completely within the grip of Beijing. Now, yesterday was the 22nd anniversary since the handover of Hong Kong to China. This year is, of course, 30 years since the Tiananmen Square protests in China. So there's a lot of heavy symbolism with what's going on, but protesters still demanding the resignation of the Hong Kong chief executive Carrie Lam over the whole extradition bill that has gripped the city with these huge protests.
And Julia, before you leave us, I don't know if you heard, but there's a little game today, and there's a little rivalry that's going on. First of all, we can't even come to terms about what to call it. Soccer versus football.
I mean, it's called football.
But we call it soccer.
It was invented. But you guys can call it, you know, like spaceball for all you guys.
Spaceball.
But, you know, football came from England, and this year it is coming home.
And you know what, Julia? Like we said earlier today before you joined us, you guys may have started it, but today, our dear friend, we will end it.
We will end it. And so ahead of the Women's World Cup semifinal, the U.S. versus England. So I hear the British press hasn't been so kind to our national team. Typically, we don't try to give the trolls any type of life, but we will allow this.
Let's get the record straight on this. Now, this, of course, is the highly anticipated semi-final between England and the U.S. The U.S. previous world champions of the FIFA Football World Cup. So the U.S. team are the favourites to win, but of course, there's a huge swell of support for the English team known as the Lionesses. It would be the first time they make a major final since 1966. It's our time, guys. I'm sure you can find it in your hearts to root for us. But there's been controversy because apparently the US team, they've been accused of spying on England because they were seen staking out the English hotel. Apparently there was a man hiding in a tree watching the English team prepare, and so there's all kinds of accusations flying around. But you can be sure it's going to be an electric game at the Stade de Lyon tonight. Loads of people watching. I will be watching from the departure lounge of Heathrow Airport as I get ready to go away on holiday. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be sent off on a happy flight off.
And I overheard you earlier. You said you're going to Bali.
Why are you telling her travel plans?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, Julia, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Julia, but look,
I'm
we'll
going
give
back
you this
to the
game if I
motherland.
can go with
indeed.
you.
That's all right. But, you know, if that volcano erupts, I'll be sure to send you guys some behind-the-scenes footage as I run for my life from the pyroclastic
when you get back from holiday, we will know the result of this match. So maybe we should do a friendly wager.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for you, if England loses, I've actually thought about this.
Okay.
I think that when we do Across the Pond next time, when you come back to work from holiday, that you should do typically our third story is a little lighter if you guys haven't noticed. Maybe that entire third story you do with an American accent.
I like it.
Oh boy.
Can you do it?
Julia,
can you just give us a taste? Give us an American accent. You know,
I don't know. What do you guys want me to say?
What's one of those words that they
I'm
say
always
differently?
watching American TV, and so I feel like I can maybe kind of imitate it, but it's kind of hard because I'm not
give us
used
a
to
little bit.
pronouncing my R's. What?
Your
I
R's.
no, I sound like a pirate when I try to do that. Tell you what, guys, I will perfect my southern accent just for you, Kenneth, in tribute to your background. I will spend the next couple of days finessing it. And if England win, you guys, you have to stand up and you've got to sing God Save the Queen, and I want you to be decked in the Union Jack. And I will also want to have you drinking tea on set with the teapot and the whole shebang.
I believe in Team USA so much.
Yeah.
I
guess that's true. That's true. It's like hands down.
All right, so virtual Across the Pond shake.
Virtual shake. Virtual
All right,
shake.
there it is.
There it is.
Look,
everyone.
you guys, you saw it. You saw it. So
I can't wait to see you guys dressed up.
Oh my goodness.
With your Earl Grey on set.
Give us some Instagram pictures and also work on your Southern accent.
Yeah, she's got to become a Southern Belle. Thank you,
Southern
Julia.
Take care, guys.
Have
See
a
you
great
soon.
holiday.